Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel, man. Today, we are here ranking NBA teams after the trade deadline, man. So there's a lot of teams that made a lot of interesting trades this year. We didn't get the Giannis move, which will probably be coming into the offseason. But before we get into things, make sure that you do leave a like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. I'm really trying to get to maybe, 3K subs at the end of the year. We've been moving super slow, but let's go and get into things here with the tier list. Starting off with the Orlando Magic. Now, I was watching Desmond Bane low-key have a flamethrower the other night. And the biggest question here for this team is obviously going to be health. I mean, Franz, Paolo, and Black have played, I think, a combined 170 minutes total this year together, which is something, pretty crazy. Or Jalen Suggs, I'm sorry. And this roster, I mean, is pretty solid. And it's just something that I just don't see them being able to go super far. They were really up in the Giannis sweepstakes there for a little bit, and people were talking about maybe breaking up the big three. But this team is going to have to stay healthy if they want to make any deep playoff run. And I don't have a ton of confidence in it, but the energy they have on the court when they're healthy is nice. Because, boy, Desmond Bane, man, I mean, I know he was a sniper, but, that shit, when he's coming down off some momentum, dribble, pull up, boom. He made 4 in a row the other night in the fourth, and that shit was so beautiful. But I'm gonna have to put them at a solid B tier. Next up, we have the Dallas Mavericks, who got rid of Anthony Davis, which let's go ahead and give them a round of applause for that, because I mean it has been a long time coming, which has been about a year since the Luka Doncic trade. But being able to get 3 first-round picks back basically now in the sum of things, I'm going to have to give him a pretty solid deal, because you got rid of him and you brought in some solid pieces. You brought back Chris Middleton. You brought back A.J. Johnson. You brought back some young talent, and you got rid of Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is only going to play 20 games. So if you would have got back Robert Williams, Time Lord, that probably would have been better, because he's actually going to play more games. Even though Time Lord might only play 23 games, he's still going to play more than Anthony Davis. And that's the biggest thing for them, to be able to move forward with a fresh start. You still got Kyrie Irving too, by the way. Kyrie Irving. We all know who Kyrie Irving is, right? He's pretty good at basketball. Next up, we have the Denver Nuggets. It's going to have to be an S tier, man. I mean, I cannot stop fathoming it. Jokic is so fucking good. It's in them being able to be good without him being there. And there being conversations that, not is Jokic or the Nuggets better without Jokic. We're not having crazy John Morant talk. But the fact that they're trying to take some fucking knowledge and some fucking all the prestige off of Jokic's name just because his team's playing good, because he also has a part of that. He's made the team good. He's helped them gel to become where they are. To come where they are. I'm sorry. Pause too. Next up, we have the Detroit Pistons. It's going to be an S tier, bro. Jalen Duren, Cade Cunningham. I thought they might have made a move at the deadline for somebody, but they didn't really make a move for anybody. Jaren Jackson Jr. in Detroit, I mean, I'm not saying people would have loved it, but I thought that's something that would have been kind of crazy. Anything. But also, Duncan Robinson is a great pickup. People did not put enough respect on that, in my opinion, because Duncan Robinson in his prime was pretty nice. And him being a solid, pretty consistent shooter this year has been really a big difference, because, Malik Beasley being out, that kind of did blow. I mean, there was not much that was going to be able to happen now after that, because that was a big loss, I'll still say. But next up, we have the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a D tier. I mean, you have so much talent, and nothing works. You're not blowing nothing up. You're not really making any moves, and we're just kind of sitting at the bottom of the West. So nothing new, nothing changed, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Brooklyn Nets, same fucking thing. I really like Michael Porter Jr. I'm not going to say I love Michael Porter Jr. because love is a very strong word. But when he's out on the court, this team is quite literally a bunch of Euro randoms. I mean, Nick Claxton, shout out. But it's pretty ugly. And not seeing him get moved either was a little disappointing, because I kind of did want to see if he would be able to get to a contender or maybe more of an exciting team, because when he gets to this next team, I really wonder if he's going to be able to get into that next mode and still be able to average 25 points a game. Because if he's still able to average that much, it would be super impressive. Next up, though, we have the Atlanta Hawks making a pretty decent move, honestly, going and getting Jonathan Kuminga and getting rid of Kristaps Porzingis and bringing in Buddy Hield as another shooter. I love all the moves because Buddy Hield's going to help that team out because it seems like they struggle kind of just gelling a little bit, like with Trae Young being gone now, not really having that like true point guard, and being able to bring in Kuminga too, bro. Kaminga's a bucket. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, this relationship has ran its course and we don't want to play. You're an idiot, Steve Kerr. Like, you're not the brightest bulb, like, at all. And it's okay because it's your loss and you didn't trade him early to get any assets. You bring back Kristaps Porzingis, who might play 6 games the whole season. And I hope he could stay healthy because Kristaps going to the Warriors and while we're sitting here, the Warriors can go right to D tier. I mean, right to hell because they're not going to be doing nothing. Steph Curry, I don't care if he averages 40. This team sucks. They tried to get Giannis. They couldn't offer a trade package. They had ESPN talking about, well, what if they just had 3 cookies and a bag of chips and $20 million in a first-round pick? Could we get Giannis? Fuck no. And it was so annoying because the fact that you thought you were going to be able to land anybody, and Jimmy Butler being hurt too, that kind of did put a little dent into it. But let's not pretend like Jimmy Butler was good. Let's not sit back and be like, Jimmy Buckets, oh my gosh. He wasn't even trying. That's probably why he got hurt. That's rude. It's probably not why he got hurt. But, you go out there half-assing or trying not to get hurt. That's when you get hurt. But Jimmy Butler, bro, you'd see so many half-ass plays. And now Jimmy Buckets, respectfully, is a great player. But it just didn't seem like it's meant to be. Plus, you're getting old, bro. You're 37 coming off an ACL injury. That's crazy. Like, you don't just come back from that. And did Jimmy Butler tear his Achilles or ACL? I can't remember. Let me look. Jimmy Butler tore his ACL in his right knee. Okay. But back to it. The Atlanta Hawks. Back to Jalen Johnson. I'm going to have to give this a solid B tier because I like that you were just able to get rid of Kristaps, which seemed like kind of a stretch at the beginning of the season because you didn't think he was going to play much, and he didn't. And to be able to still have basically a negative asset and flip it for another negative asset who isn't actually a negative asset in Jonathan Kuminga, it's pretty beautiful. Moving on to the Indiana Pacers, who picked up Big Zoo. I'm pretty excited about that for next season. I'm going to have to put the Pacers at C tier. I'm more excited for them next year, but this year obviously is still like in the gutter. But long as they can just keep progressing, and I heard they were going to get rid of Benedict Mathurin. Bro, keep Benedict Mathurin, but chill. If it gets too expensive, I understand having to move players. But like, bro, Benedict Mathurin, bro, he's going to be a bucket. Like, he's a real good basketball player. And what he was able to do in those playoffs last year and then some stretches, I don't know. I found some of it amazing. I mean, he had some stretches where he wasn't the best. We know a couple games. But still, let's not get rid of him. Next up, another small guy that I hate to bring up, Rob Dillingham, who, hasn't been able to do much. But we got the Minnesota Timberwolves, who weren't able to make a move for Giannis, which we knew. But they also missed out on James Harden. You lost Mike Conley, which who cares, I guess. Shout out to Mike Conley, by the way. I mean, kind of did get done dirty, but kind of has fallen off. You still got Anthony Edwards. You still got a pretty solid team. But I'm just not as excited as I would have been if you would have been able to actually have some depth to that point guard position, to that backcourt. But what they're able to do now, where are they sitting at in the West? Right now they're the 6th seed. I'll put them at a B tier. Next up we have the New York Knicks. Also made a pretty big move picking up Jose Alvarado, who's going to be coming off their bench, who I think is just going to be another really good energy guy. Smaller guy. I don't know how much he'll be on the court with Jalen Brunson. I mean, that's kind of a little crazy, like, conundrum that you'll be in because Jose Alvarado can't. Well, let's see. How tall is Jose Alvarado? He's 6 foot flat. I mean, I'm 6 foot flat. That's crazy. But hopefully he's able to succeed. But I'm going to give the Knicks an A tier because, I mean, they've been absolutely incredible. Let's fly through a couple of the bottom trash teams real quick so we can go ahead and filter some of these teams out. Hey, the Kings, you suck. You got DeAndre Hunter, but I don't care. You got rid of Keon Ellis for literally nothing, and your team is literally like the most random AI generated. Like, what is your basketball team? I hate the Kings. All disrespect, no respect. D. Chicago Bulls. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a C tier. I'm glad that we're seeing things finally blow up. If we go take a look at the NBA standings, they're the 11th seed, guys. They're out of the play-in. Kenny Beecham has to be somewhere fucking Harlem shaking right now, Thug shaking right now, because it's an amazing thing. But next up we have the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's an S tier. If you don't like the James Harden trade, I can't help you. And I'm not going to be able to convince you to like it. But this dude is older than Darius Garland, but healthier. He's older than Darius Garland, but more productive. His big toes work. Darius Garland they didn't seem to have the ball out mindset. Like, I didn't see Darius Garland. I mean, he was nice. But James Harden's the system. If you're able to bring the system, a high IQ point guard into your system who can average 12 assists if you really wanted to, with 2 elite big men, an elite shooting guard, a decent cast of role players. But we're talking about an older James Harden, but you're surrounding him with an upgraded version of CP3 and Donovan Mitchell. Clint Capella, bro, who compared to Evan Mobley? I mean, this team has potential. And if you don't think that, well, we can't be friends. And moving on to the next team, we have the Miami Heat. Miami Heat, doo-doo, C. Right now, the Miami Heat are the 8th seed, 1 game losing streak. They literally have not done anything at all. Didn't even get off of Terry Rozier's money. Wah, that sucks. Next up, we have the Washington Wizards. I'm going to have to give the Washington Wizards an A. Now, I'm not saying they're a playoff team, obviously. The Washington Wizards suck. But they made some amazing moves. And I don't give a fuck if Anthony Davis doesn't play a lot. They made some good moves. They actually brought in talent. And they got rid of minimum young talent. I just heard something fall downstairs. That was loud as fuck. Someone might have just ate shit in my house. I don't know. But moving on, I'll move them down to a C tier. I'm just very happy to see them make moves. They'll probably finish at the 13th seed because the Milwaukee Bucks are the 12th seed. No way the Wizards are going to be able to bounce back over that. Unless the Bulls go all the way down. Let's see the Bulls go. But there's a long drop between 13th and 11th. 10 game difference right now. Next up, we got the Toronto Raptors coming in. No Kawhi, but a deep team. Didn't really make any moves. But I'm going to have to give them an A tier anyway. 5th right now in the East. And, they've had some impressive wins. And I really like what this roster is able to do. I mean, you got Brandon Ingram, all-star. Scotty Barnes, all-star. RJ Barrett could be an all-star. I mean, I'm glazing a little bit. But Emmanuel Quickley, I wish we could get rid of Emmanuel Quickley. I feel like that's kind of like the Achilles heel in a sense. Like, what's he making, like 30 mil? Grady Dick, Jacob Poeltl. I wish you could have brought another big man. That's something that's kind of disappointing. But, you brought in Jackson Davis. I forgot. I don't know how good Jackson Davis is actually going to be. But you did actually bring someone in. I forgot about that. If we go take a peek right here, he's averaging 4, 3, and 1 right now. But he did have some nice little stints when he was on the Golden State Warriors. So, maybe that'll actually be something nice for them. But next up, we have the Utah Jazz getting Jaren Jackson. And I don't think that the Utah Jazz will be able to make a playoff push. I'm pretty sure I'm crazy for even saying that. Yeah, they're the 13th seed right now. They are 7 games out of the 10th seed, which is just the Blazers. You get the Grizzlies and the Mavs behind them. I mean, it's not, I guess, out of the complete realm of possibility, depending on how healthy they would be, but it does not seem very likely. Plus, I'd rather see the Blazers make it, because if the Blazers could get good, bro, they gonna get Giannis. Bro, stop playing. You know they gonna go get him. Not really, but I wish. Next up, we got the Utah Jazz, though. Wow, we're literally on the Utah Jazz right now. I'm gonna have to give them a solid, I guess, C tier, but you made some moves, and I really like what you did. Next up, we got the Houston Rockets. Now, people are gonna be mad at me for this, but I'm gonna have to put them at the bottom of B tier. this Rockets team does not impress me. Now, now I want you to just see. Now, there's one thing that's going to be wrong with this roster that you're going to see. Now, I'm going to say it. Now, I'm going to name these players, and I want you to see one thing that I didn't name. Kevin Durant, Alperen Sengun, Amen Thompson, Steven Adams, Tari Eason, Clint Capella, Jabari Smith Jr., Josh Okogie, Jeff Green, Dorian Finney-Smith, Isaiah Crawford, Jay Sean Tate. Yeah, one thing I didn't mention was a point guard. You have Reed Shepherd, who this year, if we could look at some stats, 6'2" white boy, been averaging 12, 2, and 2. Not bad, but that's not going to be a Fred VanVleet type of style that you're looking for. And Fred VanVleet is hurt. Now, if Fred VanVleet was able to come back on this team, who's actually only 6 foot, but I don't care. He's like 7 foot in my heart. And you just don't have a point guard. And Kevin Durant doesn't shoot enough threes. I don't care, because if Amen Thompson can't shoot for shit, cannot do a damn thing, 18% this year on the road, 20% in his last 10 games. It's disgusting. His last 10 games, he's averaging 14 points, 72% from the free throw, 44% from the field, and just had a game up with OKC. Last 2 games versus OKC, he's had 0% from 3, 70% from 3 from the free throw line, 36 from the field, 15 points a game. You gotta have something. You just gotta have the spacing. You gotta be able to do something with that. But next up, speaking of the OKC Thunder, we're gonna go and put them at S tier. They got Jared McCain too. Why? Why did Jared McCain have to go to the Thunder for a first round pick in 3 seconds, bro? Like he's gonna be really nice too. And if that pick, it's gonna be the Rockets pick next year. I'm pretty sure. The Rockets are a playoff team. It's gonna be like a mid-20. It's a good draft, but it's gonna be difficult to be able to get another guy like him. And yeah, you got Tyrese Maxey and all that, but I don't know why you would get rid of a young star like that. At least not be able to get more or let him show more before you get rid of him. Next up, we got the Milwaukee Bucks, D tier. Giannis is staying. I really hope this team doesn't make the playoffs. It's just a waste of a spot. Because honestly, instead of the Bucks making it, I'd rather see the Hornets make it. I'd rather see the Hawks make it. I don't give a fuck about the Heat. If the Heat didn't make it, I wouldn't care if the Bucks came and took their spot. But again, 7 games behind the Heat, 6 games behind, and then 4 games behind the Hornets. But the Hornets on an 8-game win streak, so they should not be falling. If they do, rest in peace. I really want to see them continue to climb, though. They could climb all the way to, the 7th seed. I really would love to see Charlotte have a home playoff game, against the Knicks, too. You know how dope that would be? Just to get to 1 game, bro, because we're not going to get many. And when it gets to Charlotte, they're probably already going to be down 0-2. But next up, we got the Portland Trail Blazers, who I'm giving a solid A. I think the trajectory that they're going on right now is very impressive. I'm going to have to give them B tier. I don't know why I'm being so gracious today. I'm going to have to give them a C tier. I mean, this is based off this season and for the rest of the year. I don't think they're about to explode, especially being on a 6-game losing streak right now. Next up, we have the Clippers, who have been kind of coming back on a 2-game losing streak right now. 5 games behind the Warriors, but in a playing spot. I don't know if they'll catch the Warriors, but the Warriors don't look like they're going to be super healthy. If Kristaps plays, they might be able to stay getting some wins, but if not, I don't see it being very likely. We'll put the Clippers at the middle of B tier, very mid. Next up, we have the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets are going at an A tier. They've been playing out of their damn minds lately. I don't know how much of this is going to be able to stay, but if you look at the teams they've beat, they beat the Rockets, they beat the Mavs, they beat the Spurs, they beat the Sixers, they beat the Magic. I mean, they beat the Nuggets on this run that they've been having. And yes, there was no Nikola Jokic in the Nuggets game. Also, I don't think there was any Aaron Gordon either, or any Christian Brown. But I don't care because, let's see. Concanibal played. Bro, Concanible's so nice. But this team is very well put together. And I like what they'll be able to do. I really do. And they've been able to beat some good opponents this year too. So it's not like it's just a fluke. Next up we have the Boston Celtics, who I'm gonna have to give a solid A tier right now. I mean, with Jaylen Brown being able to do what he's doing, I don't think there's any way. And they got rid of Anthony Simons. I don't know how much of a positive that is, but the Celtics definitely seem like they're moving into the right direction. I don't think Jason Tatum's coming back this year. It says new update on Jason Tatum rehab. It says he has a way just to go. I don't think he's coming back. But next up, we have the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns, I'm going to put it a B tier. And I'm going to close this video out because we're at 20 minutes. I don't know exactly how many people are going to make this far. But if you do, man, please subscribe. Like, I would love to see some engagement on this video. And we're going to have to go up with the Philadelphia 76ers next. Going to have to toss them probably up to an A tier. If they can stay healthy, I mean, this team's going to be able to go far places. Because with Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, let me go look at this whole roster. Because, I mean, this roster is a lot deeper than you would think with young talent. And Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, Andre Drummond, Adam Bona, Kelly Oubre, who I think has been very impressive. Bro, his energy on the court when he's been playing as like a 3-and-D type guy, it's been super incredible. Because from the light-skinned dude in Washington, we didn't know, and like Phoenix, like I didn't know if he was really a dog. And he's been playing really good, especially in his last 2 games, averaging 15, going about 50% from the 3. It has been a pretty nice little stretch that he's been running with. And then next up we have San Antonio Spurs. I'm going to have to put the Spurs at least an A tier. If anything, I mean, that could definitely be an S tier. If we go look at the standings right now, they're all the way at the 2 seed. Fuck, man. I cannot believe the turnaround was this quick. Like, I knew they were going to be decent this year, but I didn't think they were going to be really good this year. We'll go ahead and put them up at S tier. Next up, we have Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers are going to go right into the middle of C tier. If you can't play defense, you can't win basketball games. It's simple as that. This Los Angeles Lakers team, yeah, we're on a 2-game win streak, but it's just nothing that has really been impressing me. By the way, shout out to the game that they did have the other night, though. Austin Reeves having 35, Bron having 17, Jake LaRavia 14, being able to get a win with Luka, who didn't have a great game. 10 points, only played 16 minutes. But again, very solid rotation here too. They had a lot of people. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys play over 20 minutes. Last team though is the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm gonna have to put a D tier to end it out because it does not seem like they're actually going anywhere this year. They're probably gonna get rid of Ja Morant soon, and that's the biggest kicker there. What are they gonna be able to do? They have so many young players. There's so much young talent on the team. But they got a ways to go to see what they do with Ja Morant in next season. But thank y'all for watching, man. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you want to see more NBA talk, let me know. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.